Easy win against 12th place Munster, right?
Nope.
Not the result that we were looking for. 0-0 against Munster. I said we needed to do three things to win this game. We needed Karaman and Moussa Sylla to show up. Did it happen? No. Moussa Sylla pretty much invisible for majority of the game. I said we had to control possession, control that midfield, because Munster liked to hold the ball, liked to create chances. Did we do that? No, not again. They dominated possession. They had something like 75% possession in this game, completely dominated, and it looked like they were prime Barcelona against us, really carving up our wing play. I said we needed an early goal. Well, obviously we didn't get that. We didn't get any goals in this game. Draw 0-0. The saving grace is Paderborn did lose to Hanover 2-0. We gained a point on them, so we're now 1 point behind them instead of 2 points behind them. But not the game we were hoping for. Game started out, none of what we said before the match that needed to happen happened. Munster very much dominating possession, had 2 goals actually called back due to offsides by the slimmest of margins. This game had all the makings of a trap game, and it's really a shame because heading into the game, Schalke asked for 20,000 tickets for the away fans. Munster Stadium only holds 13,000. We could have filled their stadium up by 2 times. The away fans were there. The support was there. We didn't deliver. This was very much a trap game heading into next week's big game against Paderborn. But this is unacceptable. It's a trap game right after the international break. It shows that we were not prepared for this. We were too lackadaisical heading into this match. It's like we were looking ahead to Paderborn for whatever reason. We're not that team. We are not that team. We got to focus on now and just didn't have the energy that we normally do. Our pressing was not good. Munster's pressing was far better than ours. We couldn't do anything offensively. Moussa Sylla's absent for majority of the game. Absent of one bicycle kick late in the game. We couldn't create anything in this match, and we got a lifeline in the 54th minute or whatever, 64th minute. Great pass that springs Moussa Sylla for a possible breakaway. Their goalkeeper comes out, takes him out, clear red card. They go down a man, and so we have now the advantage, and we think we would do well, but no, the goalkeeper that comes in for them, Barons, he stands on his head, makes at least 3 great saves. If you want to give a man of the match, it's probably going to be Loris Karius because his ass saved us. At least 3 great saves in the first half, and probably a couple in the second half. We looked much better in the second half and first half. First half, we were completely just letting them do whatever the hell they want. We looked pathetic. Second half, a little better. Started creating opportunities when we went up a man, but not good enough at all. We could barely create chances. The best chance we had actually came from a Ron Schallenberg cross, headed by Karaman. Wonderful header by him. Goes far post, and Barons makes a fantastic save. I mean, even a man down, Munster looked the better team possession-wise than us, which is pretty freaking sad. At least it wasn't a game against Paderborn. Paderborn would have made us pay for it. Granted, they lost as well, so both teams will be chomping at the bit when we play next week in the top spiel. Man, what a poor performance overall. Final thoughts on what is this is that Meyer Muslic didn't have his team ready to play. They were not ready. They took this approach to this match too lackadaisical. They took for granted who they were playing against. Yes, lowly Munster, 12C. We should just walk over them, even if it's away, because we're good on the road. But no, they played very well. They're very good in possession. Meyer Muslic said so in the press conference, which drives me crazy because he knew what to expect, and he could not get the team ready. Now, granted, it's a 7th clean sheet in 13 games for Loris Karius, so that's great for the defense. But offensively, still is the issue. And these are the type of games, if we want to get promoted, be in the conversation for promotion, we need to win these games. And a draw is not a bad result, especially consider what happened in Paderborn where they lost at home 2-0 to Hanover. But nonetheless, we need to find ways to get results in these types of games. We were lucky with a couple calls for offsides, and Karius made some huge saves, but other than that, this is a pretty poor performance. Now, you take the 10,000-foot view and say, well, as bad as we played, we still got a point in this game. Very, very true. You have to look at it positively like that. If this was in the past, we would have lost this game 2-3-0 easily. So this is a better team overall. Defensively, we are strong. But I got to say, one of the weaknesses of this game was the wing play. Obviously, we didn't have Vitaly Becker due to suspension. So you had Porat in his place in the left wing. You had Gantenbein back from injury, or suspension, I should say. But man, Munster dominated us, not only in possession, but in the wing play. Porat and Gantenbein got torched all game long. We had no answer for them. Wilhelmsen, the attacker for Munster, played very, very well. He probably should have scored a couple goals. Unfortunate for him, he didn't get any because luck on our part, really. The wing play defensively was really poor in this game. We need to figure that out. Paderborn will look to exploit us. The direct play against us really struggle against us. We've seen this before throughout the season. The times that teams have had some success against us, it's due to direct play. And Munster very much knew that, and they played direct against us and caused problems all match long. We bent, didn't quite break. It didn't look good in the process, especially a team against Munster's caliber who gives up 1.75 goals a game. We couldn't even get a goal against them. We need to figure it out defensively, what to do on the wings, because it was not the way. You're not teams that are at the top of the table, they're going to punish us for those mistakes. We got lucky in this one. But nonetheless, we got a draw. Got to stay positive. Paderborn lost. We drew. So we gained a point on them. We're only 1 point behind them now in the table. Still second. Overall, it's a decent day. No big injuries that happened. So positives there. And we get some more bodies coming off the injury list as well. Lasma is close and a couple others too. So stay positive. We got this big game. Topspiel against Paderborn coming up. We'll break this game down further. This game against Munster on the podcast. And then the big game, Topspiel, is next Friday. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. We'll see what happens. This is really going to be an eye-opener for us to see where we truly are. Are we contenders or are we not? Tune in Monday night on the podcast. We're going to break this game down further. And hopefully I'm a little bit more composed as opposed I am right now. Glück auf.